Hi there, my name is Ezekiel Walker of Nectar Green Snails, and I'm sure you've been following me with this episode of our farm setup here at Ekpe in Lagos State. Previously, this old greenhouse was left open, and now we've covered it with shade nets. So these are shade nets. It's simple shade nets. They are ultraviolet nets that restrict the rays of sunlight. So we have different percentage. We have 80%, we have 70%, we have 50%. All right. So for a snail farm, 80-90% is cool. Okay, but we have different quality. So be sure that you use a very good quality. Like this quality now, we pre-ordered it from our supplier, and it can last up to 3-5 years. So be sure that you use super quality shade nets so that the nets won't tear. Now I want to open you up to something, and people have been doing snail farming since time immemorial, and now we need to up our game with some innovations. Okay, and so that is what NG Snails brings to your projects. All right, we use innovative ways for your farm setup. So the model we use on another terrain may be different from the model we use on your own terrain. And for this location, if you take a look at my environs, you'll see that it is just a new site with bushes everywhere, and that is the reason why we must ensure that this whole place is secured. Take a look at this. I don't know what you call this, paving stones, interlocking stones. We are going to do some magic with this, and just don't go anywhere. All you need to do is to just subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit the like button, and turn on our post notifications so that you don't miss any of this gist. And let me take you around the place, and if we look at this, now I told you that we'll be planting some crops. Some serve as shelter, some serve as food, some serve as medicines to the plant. This is actually medicinal tree crops. So in the nearest future, when it starts to fruit, or when it starts to bring forth leaves, you can always take the leaves and take it into the pen. The snails can always nibble on it, and the snails will be super healthy. Maybe at his space. You see, take a look at this. Take a look at this. This is another plant. Take a look at this. This is another plant, and that is one good news about snail farming. We don't need to. If you plan your setup very well, you'll be spending less on your cost of production. So what I always tell most people is that, see, don't be in a hurry. Some people want to start their snail farm, and within 3 months they want to stock. If we are handling your project, please don't be in a hurry. Snail farming is a patience venture, so you have to learn to be patient. As much as we are the one handling your farm setup, we will ensure that we put everything in place before we stock. Okay, this another plant is a medicinal plant. Maybe when they are fully grown, I can tell you the names. This another plant, medicinal plant. You will ever imagine why we are spending so much money planting medicinal plants? This is another medicinal plant. So some people say snails, I just put my snails are dying. See, that is the research work I've done for the past 10 years. Nature has given us everything we need to take care of these snails, but we need to ensure that we make those things accessible to the snails. We need to make them available for the snails. So that is why we are planting now, so that before we stock, all these plants would have grown and we can have them in. Some of them serve as ant repellents, funnily, so they can always ward off ants. We just move around. So if you take a look at it, the structures. Oh, you remember this stump, right? Remember this stump. If you know the tons of ants that reside inside these stump, that's the news I've always had for you. That's the news I've always had for you, that you should ensure that you work on your soil before you plant or before you stock. And I can go over and over and over and over again. Take a look at this. See this again. That's another medicinal plant. That's another medicinal plant. That's another medicinal plant. And I will keep on updating you. So today I just want you to see how well we've innovated around setting up a snail farm, and how well to ensure that your snail farm become a successful one. All right.